said so clearly, moments of truth is absolutely critical to achieving what we hope to achieve. And sometimes it takes the self-analysis to end up being able to accomplish that. Recently, I was lucky enough to be able to do the Moments of Truth at a club level. And for those of you who have been in Toastmasters for a while, Christine, Al, myself, David, Moments of Truth in the old days used to take 2 meetings. It was long and drawn out. We did surveys. We brought all the information back. We brought them in. We did some analysis. Now that program can be done in an hour. I would recommend 90 minutes, but it can be done in an hour. And just go out and download the Moments of Truth. It's very simple. And one of the handouts is the handout that you have in front of you. Joanne was lucky enough to come do her area visit. She let us know she was coming on a date that we already had scheduled to do Moments of Truth, which made it really easy for our area governor to do her club visit. Because guess what? Your club visit is really all based around the Moments of Truth. What are your first impressions? Are you greeted? Is it a cohesive group? Do they have fellowship? Do they recognize accomplishments? So what you have in front of you are the standards of Moments of Truth, which every one of you should know and keep. But we're going to take this and we're going to switch it up a little bit. We're going to do some evaluation of ourselves as a district. Well, we may end up doing this twice this year, once coming into the year, once at the end of the year to see how we've done. Because as David said, the new DCP, when it rolls out, is going to have a requirement to do Moments of Truth. So we need to understand how to do it. And what better way to do it than set the examples ourselves. So what I've done is I'm going to break each of these groups of tables out, and I made 6 of them. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. David, you and I'm going to pull Venkat and myself, or maybe I'll pull Chet. Why don't we pull the 3 of you? So Venkat, Chet, and David are going to do one of the groups. So what we're going to do is we are going to take the standards after I assign you the group, and you're going to come up with what we need to have those standards at the district level. So what I want to remind you is, as district leaders, we go out into the community, don't we? We're the examples for our members, whether we're at a club meeting, or we're at a TLI, or we're at a conference. All of those are the first time in some situations we're making a first impression on a member. And if we are the Georgette, how many of you were in our original area division governor training? Not that many of you. Well, I'll give you a little example. Our region advisor, Linda Williams, came in and her session was about area visits. And she came into the room carrying a bunch of shopping bags filled with things, and she hadn't planned ahead with her club, and she walked into that training and it was all about her. She didn't care what was going on in the meeting because Georgette was only an area governor for herself. She was not being an area governor to really help the clubs. And that's not what we're here for. We're here to help our clubs and all the members of our clubs. Anytime we're out in the community, we don't want to be a Georgette or a Claudette, and we don't want to be the know-it-all, it's all about me. We really want it to be about the members and what we can do to help them. I'm going to use an example because I happen to know her pretty well, and I've actually seen her in operation. It's Christine over here. Christine was an area governor several years ago. And Christine went out of her way to help her clubs. She continued that helping, and most people forever, once you're an area governor, look upon you as an area governor, unless you decide to become a division governor. And then you're always going to be a division governor. If you've been the legate, the legum, the district governor, isn't this true, Al? You always are representing the roles that you played, because that's how members remember you. And you're setting that example. So the exercise we're going to go through today is setting our district standards, because Toastmasters has not yet set a district Moments of Truth. And we stole this from our friend David Rebellis, who was the district governor in District 55 down in that Houston area. And he did this with his district at a DEC meeting. So this table right here is going to talk about first impressions. So you're going to think about in 10 minutes what you believe the standards should be for our district members. And then choose a spokesperson because we'll be talking about it later. Al, your table is going to be talking about membership orientation. Now remember, this is membership orientation on the DEC or at a district level. Christine, your table is going to be talking about fellowship, variety, and communication. Program planning is what Joanne's table is going to do. Membership strength is what this table right here is going to be doing. Okay, and that last table that I pulled people together, Venkat, David, I can't remember who else it was, Chet, you guys are going to be doing achievement and recognition. So I need, Chet and David and Venkat to find 3 chairs and sit together somewhere, since there's only 5 tables. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Do you understand your mission?